Well, did not expect to be here. Yeah, just doing some editing, and me and my brother Tristan just got done recording the video that you're going to see after you watch this part, and realized that my outdoor mics did not catch any of the audio. So rather than try to reshoot this, because it's never the same the second time, I'm just going to do some voicing over. It did capture like the end of the audio after I caught it, and I was like, oh, I don't think this is recording. I think it captured the end. I haven't gone through and like verified yet, but for the most part, it's going to be all voiceover. So my bad. Let's get into it. All right, so you go ahead and see us just setting up to do the recording, and this was obviously the intro. Hey, it's Florida Boy. You're watching Florida Boy EDC. This is my brother T-Jock. You know, all that good stuff. So what we're going to go ahead and do is start off with the first Odenwolf knife on the table. And I can never remember what the names of these knives are called, but I'll have all the links and stuff in the descriptions down below. But this is one of my favorite knives. This is the double-edged Odenwolf, and he's going to take a couple whacks at the pineapple, and he makes it through. Yeah. He cuts off the top with one swing. Didn't mean to. He was aiming for the top of the pineapple, but he did. He made it through all the fronds. Is that what they're called? All the fronds. But he's going to take another swing, and he will make it through the pineapple with one shot. And we kind of weren't expecting that. But this is one of the more slicey of the Odenwolf knives that I have. So if any of them were going to do it, I was kind of thinking it was going to be this one. And then we have to go find the chunk that he cut off. Yeah, there it is. Nice clean cut. Did a really good job. I was actually pretty impressed. I was actually kind of impressed with a lot of these Odenwolf knives. But you can see that we have all of our safety gear. You know, I'm wearing the nice Oakley, my Oakley oil rigs. He's got on some safety glasses because I had him doing the cuts. And we put lanyards on all of them just to try to be as safe as possible. And now we're going to take a chop at the watermelon. And like I said, man, this knife really surprised me. Yep, there it goes, just straight through the watermelon. The one thing I was really curious about was how these knives were going to do with the coconut. I was kind of thinking the watermelon wouldn't be an issue. I was more kind of thinking the pineapple might be a little bit harder. But really, none of them had any issues with any of these. You see Tristan, old T-Jock, cutting us off some slices of pineapple. He worked at a pizza place for a little while, so he's a pizza guy. He cuts everything in pizza corners. So here we go. We're going to take a few swings. We take 3 swings with each knife at the coconut. And this is going to be this double-edged Spartan sword from Odenwolf. So let's go ahead and see what this thing does to this coconut. I was really kind of worried about my edges getting rolled. You'll see us check the edges here and there in between slices. So here we go. Lining it up. And oh man, that was so hard to watch when I was just sitting there going, oh man, he's got 2 more to go. And that was a nice swing, stuck in real nice. To be honest, I only got 1 coconut because I thought that these knives were going to have more of a time with the coconut. And you can see the edges on the knife. I mean, no rolling, no glinting, no chips, cracks, none of that. The finish held up good even whenever it stuck into the coconut. You can see it on the top side there if I, put the camera. There we go. But you can see that there was no damage. Really, really happy about that. There's the coconut. Now the coconut, on the other hand, it had a little bit of damage. But it's safe to say that it withstood the Fruit Ninja test. This is Forged in Fire Fruit Ninja edition. So next we're going to go ahead and go on to, I think this one was called the Sow Catcher. This one definitely is more of like a stabby boy. This thing's meant a little bit more for like poking. But we're still gonna chop, slice, stab. I think Tristan was dying to stab with this thing. So you'll see him stab the watermelon with it. But we're gonna go ahead and take a swing at the old pineapple, and we'll see how it does. right in half. That's about what I figured too. This was another one of those knives that I was like, man, this thing is like super thin behind the edge, and it did pretty much exactly what I thought it was going to do. I figured it was going to make it all the way through that pineapple without a problem, especially if the other one made it through. I did not think that one was going to be an issue at all. So, on to the next one. We are going to start the AC. He just had to stab the watermelon. Just had to stab it. And right off the top, just the tip. Just took it. Oh man. This was actually a lot of fun to record. I had a lot of fun doing this. There's the tip that he exiled from the table. You can see our other Odenwolf knife waiting to go. Yeah, that's pretty clean cut. These things are just giant chunks of D2, man. So we're gonna try chopping with the stabber. This usually goes good, right? Usually pretty fair to say that chopping with any knife is a good idea. But I'm gonna back up a little bit so I can get out of the way. He's got his lanyard and his glasses on. And he's going to take a few swings, and we'll see what it does. And coconut juice everywhere. Oh man, I did not factor in the coconut juice. And being that this is post editing, I'll tell you that cleaning up these knives was a lot of fun. They were so sticky. Another thwack onto the coconut. Holding up good. Coconut, I should say, is holding up good. Except for that one kind of de-shelled it a little bit. Tristan had to get himself a little piece of the coconut to go. But there you go. There's the inside of a coconut for anybody who's never seen that before, which I hope everybody's seen the inside of a coconut. Coconut's so good. But you can see there, blade looks good. No issues with this one either. So I think it's pretty safe to say they do a pretty good job. All right, hopefully our audio is working now. We're gonna go ahead and run the machete. We're gonna do the same things, Fruit Ninja style. T-Jock's about to take some swings. Hopefully he doesn't obliterate the table.
There's not a whole lot of pineapple left.
I know.
All right, you ready?
I'm ready as I'm gonna be.
Oh, it didn't get all the way to the back of it.
It was close. Machetes really aren't slicers, they're choppers. So that's I didn't expect it to be super slicey, but we'll find out when you go to cut this watermelon in half.
Yeah, that was the one I wanted.
All dramatic like.
From the side again?
Yep, so let's go ahead and do a cut on the old pineapple. Or what is this? Watermelon?
Leave alone.
Give her a chunk.
Watermelon. Oh, nowhere near where I tried to set up. Oh, it didn't go all the way.
It didn't cut it all the way.
All right.
Give her another shot.
Yeah.
You got the top off. Keep on slicing. Oh, that was a good chunk.
Yeah.
That was a good chunk. What do we got left? Just coconut?
Just the coconut. I think he's done
God. So. I'm not looking forward to the coconut. All right, let's see what you got. Man up. Don't break my knife. Oh.
Did some cracking.
Yeah, it is.
Think it's done.
Yeah, well, I think the machete only gets 2 shots at the coconut. Let's see, how does the blade look? I mean, feels good to me. Look good?
Look good.
Now we've just got all this jacked up fruit. Why don't you just
chop her in half?
Yeah, just chop her in half. There we go. What's the point of having a machete if you can't chop stuff in half? I mean, This looks pretty. Look at that. Oh, it's just fine. It's just ready for me to eat it. Nice.
Gourmet style.
Gourmet style, the chef over here. Very nice. Just plopping. Well, we're going to eat some of our fruit salad we just made.
That didn't hit the dirt.
We'll catch you later, guys.